The UN initiative, birthed in 2011 by President Goodluck Jonathan, is targeted at youths between the ages of 18 and 35 who already own businesses or have strong business plans. And for the Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the two earlier phases have turned out very successful based on the number of people who have gotten grants and the jobs created.
During the first cycle, less than 24,000 concept notes were submitted. However, due to the success and popularity recorded by the program in its first year, about 65,000 applications were received for the second cycle, and this is for ultimate 1,200 winners, despite the fact that it was just women. This trend shows that a larger proportion of Nigerian youth now believe again in their country. They believe in you win, and they want to participate in Mr. President's efforts to create jobs. This program has not been without its challenges. The Uwin family, unfortunately, has lost 3 of its members during the past year.
And the minister done, it was now time for the president to speak.
It's my honor and pleasure to invite the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the man they call Father, His Excellency President Goodluck Jonathan.
And they began by renewing the commitment of government to reducing youth unemployment in the country.
We are gradually moving our country from a belief, because there are sometimes that young people even don't believe in themselves again, because they have tried, they see people that they are better off getting opportunities and they are not getting. They begin to lose hope that without knowing the Godfathers, they can't get anything from the country. We will all collectively change that thinking. By the end of this third cycle, UWIN will have provided entrepreneurship opportunities for 3,600 enterprising youth and created jobs for tens of thousands of our young people. The experience and lessons of UWIN can now serve as a template for similar entrepreneurship and job creation programs around the country. I think a sister program to UWIN is the Nangrupreneurs that is coming up. Our commitment is to build on the impressive progress we have made. We all agree that many more of our youth need our help and support. UWIN is a productive and result-driven program through which concrete outcomes have been achieved.
The event was spiced with testimonies of some beneficiaries of the program, and one after the other, they shared their experience.
I want to assure you that the UWIN program has not only been a one-of-a-kind program, but it has renewed my hope in this country that we can do things right if we want to do it right.
When I went through the UWIN training, I made it through the second stage, and they taught me how to write a proper business plan. There I learned that I did not only have access to the UWIN grant, but with a proper business plan, I had access to a lot of investors that were willing to invest in my business.
The ICT Minister, Omobola Johnson, gave account of how her ministry has keyed into the project.
What is more unique about their websites is that they were built by their fellow colleagues in the UWIN Phase 1. 12 of the companies that were ICT companies, we worked with them, the Ministry of Communication Technology, supervised and mentored them to build the 1,200 websites that are functioning today. Let me just speak about the process, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. It is the same process as has been for UWIN and UWIN Women. There are 4 phases, and all of these are very well honed now, and we have actually improved them as we've gone along. There's a launch which is happening today, 2 intermediary selection phases, and then the final award. The launch is today, and the website is now open for registration.
The first round of the Youth Enterprise with Innovation in Nigeria competition was awarded in 2011 with 1,200 successful businesses.
And in Yoruba mythology, Basharu means a warrior who wins victory. This woman has...
Well, welcome back. I'm now being joined by Mrs. Fire Williams, first Vice President, NECA's Network of Entrepreneurial Women. And I also have one of the beneficiaries of the UWIN program, Mr. Raphael Atere. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I'll start off with you. Friday, right? Raphael. You're one of the beneficiaries of the UWIN program. That was in the first edition. Yeah, tell me, what were your experiences like?
Oh, thank you very much. My name is Atere Raphael. I'm representing Ravgate Chemical Nigeria Limited. We are into paint manufacturing, and the name of our product is Horse Paint. We started this business back as far back as 10 years ago. I got my training from Faith Foundation. So, although I work briefly in a paint manufacturing company. So, to cut the whole story short, 2 years ago, that's 2011, a friend called me from Faith Foundation that there's a particular program, because funding has been a major problem. You know, manufacturing in Nigeria, in fact, most of my colleagues will always say, Raphael, what are you doing in manufacturing? Where do you get the experience from? There's no water, no NEPA, no this. We are facing a lot of challenges. And you say you want to go into paint manufacturing, you don't have money. But I was so determined. I was so consistent. I always go back to Faith Foundation. They've been helping me. I've been taking microfinance, a lot of microfinance in Nigeria. I've been taking as far back 4 or 5 years ago. So 2011, a friend called me from Faith Foundation that I should log on to a particular website that it's like federal government want to support businesses in Nigeria. You know, being a businessman, there's what we call SWOT analysis in a business plan. Yeah. Opportunity will always come. So I took up the opportunity immediately. I log on and I saw the website. I enter my password and everything was online. So I applied. I think after a month, I continued to check every day. I think after a month, I got a report that I had been shortlisted and I should go for training. And that was, we had about 6,000. And we went for 1 week training. It was a very powerful training.
What were you trained on?
About how to write business plan. Although I learned how to write business plan as far back as 10 years ago from Faith Foundation. So that's another one came. So the name of I think Don Richard from abroad. So we were trained at Lagos Business School for 5 days. How to write business plan, how to repackage your idea, how to who are your customers, how to get target customers, you know. Initially, we believe that everybody is your customer. We have a population of over 200 million. No, who are your target customers? Then what will make me buy your product? So it was a very comprehensive training. So after that, they said we should go and rewrite our business plan for the second time. We went to I think around January there was a strike. So we're supposed to the thing supposed to close around January, but due to strike, it was extended. So that gave us another opportunity to have time to write it. Then due to all those challenges, we were able to put it down, your cash flow, how do you want to generate employment. So we did this, and to the glory of God, after a month, they released the name of winners, and I saw my name. I said, wow, I've made it.
All right, I'll get back to you. Mrs. Williams, tell me, I mean, you are in the business of mentoring entrepreneurship,
consultancy and training. Yeah.
So tell me, what's your take on this UWIN program? Let me begin with that.
Well, first, as an observer and a participant in this whole system, I would like to say I see a lot of transparency in the UWIN program. I think it has helped tremendously to build capacity. It's opened the eyes of a lot of entrepreneurs to what they should be doing, because some of them don't know. We cannot assume that entrepreneurs all know what to do. So there needs to be that training component, the mentoring, the assessment, and we need to extend